Wizard of Legend is an action-packed roguelike where you play as a powerful magician with an ever-expanding collection of spells, relics, and robes. The game's 10-floor dungeon features 4 big bosses, 6 mini-bosses, and a variety of enemies, traps, items, and NPCs. The reason I think this game is worth your attention is because of the phenomenal gameplay. It controls like a twin-stick shooter, but instead of launching pellets from your face, you fire spells. Each spell is based on an element, so every time I play, I feel like I'm the Avatar, master of all 4 elements. For those unfamiliar with the roguelike genre, the defining feature is that when you die, you have to start all over. The map and item spawns are randomly generated too. At the beginning of each Wizard of Legend playthrough, you get to choose a robe, 1 item, and 4 spells to start your journey with. The robe you choose gives you small permanent buffs, and the items or relics in the game act as power-ups, which last as long as you keep the relic in your inventory. Your starting spell kit consists of 1 basic attack, 1 dash spell, 1 regular spell, and 1 signature spell. Signature spells are the same as any regular spell, except when the signature bar in the top left gets filled with blue, your signature spell will become supercharged. As you progress through a run, you will get the chance to acquire more spells and items, and it is up to you to create a synergistic combination in order to get yourself to the end of the dungeon. Every floor has at least 1 relic vendor, 1 spell vendor, and 1 random NPC. That 1 random NPC might be an explorer looking to buy a relic off you, a fellow spell slinger who wants to trade spells, a shady relic vendor who wants to give you a cursed item for free, or a trolling piñata who taunts you as you attempt to one-cycle it to death for a random reward. During runs, you'll also come across gems which can be used to permanently unlock new starting items and spells, or you can spend them on one-time effects like more starting gold. If you are a veteran of the genre, you might be asking yourself, what makes Wizard of Legend special? And to be honest with you, not much. Wizard of Legend does very little to push the genre forward. Some of the NPCs and boss fights are interesting, but it's really just the spell-flinging gameplay which makes the game stand out. Dealing damage to an enemy has a chance to stun them for a short time, allowing you to unleash a deadly volley of attacks on an immobilized enemy. But all of your spell animations can be interrupted by a counterattack. Without any kind of blocking mechanic, you are forced into a very mobile playstyle where you are constantly dodging enemy attacks as you wait for your chance to obliterate the baddies without taking any damage. I must say that the enemy design is perfect for this game. Attacks are highly telegraphed, and hitboxes are clearly animated. If it wasn't for these 2 facts, Wizard of Legend would be a very different game. You'd have to play it extremely slow and safe to avoid taking damage, which is fun in some games, but not for Wizard of Legend. Being a roguelike means that you'll be going through a lot of repeated dungeon rooms and fighting a lot of the same enemies no matter what floor of the dungeon you are on. More variety would have been nice, but I don't think it is completely necessary. The core gameplay is already addicting enough to get me to look past the repetition. And what else can you really ask for in a roguelike? Well, the answer to that question is innovation. Games like Into the Breach have successfully blended roguelike characteristics with other genres for very different core gameplay. That being said, I still recommend Wizard of Legend over any other roguelike if you want something a little more straightforward or are looking for a good entry point into the genre. Here's a hot tip for anyone who ends up downloading this game and needs a little help getting the hang of things. You have to get your hands on the vampire glasses. They are a relic which restores a bit of health every time you land a critical hit. It's basically like having a couple hundred extra health points because you'll recover so much HP over the course of a run. If you want more guidance or just need to learn more about the gameplay before making your decision, you can check out my Wizard of Legend Quickstart guide. This is yocuppajoe thanking you for watching my Wizard of Legend review. Please do not forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my videos, and if you're feeling chatty, leave a comment letting me know what is your favorite roguelike on the Nintendo Switch.